Hey y'all, it's Nancy for Whimsy Stamps. Thanks for joining me again today. We are going to talk about 3 different ways to resurrect those ugly backgrounds. So don't throw them in the trash. Bear with me, hear me out, let's go. So I started out with that ugly ink blending, and then I added that stenciling to it. Helped a little bit, but not a lot. So I broke it down into 3 panels because I'm going to make 3 mini slimline cards. Now all products that I've used today are listed and linked downstairs to the Whimsy store for ease of shopping. But in terms of this card that I'm working on now, this panel, so I'm adding the letters to the background. This is the vintage script background die or background stamp, and adding those letters kind of pushes that ink blending to the back. It even pushes the stenciling to the back, and then it brings those letters to the front. And then I wiped off any excess ink from the shimmery stenciling. And here I'm showing you that I did some partial die cutting. Now I've done a lot of partial die cutting in this video, but all of that is off screen. Almost all the stamping is off screen and all the coloring is off screen, again because I'm just showing you guys kind of how to build the cards and make those backgrounds work for us. So have all those elements on that background panel that I've already talked about, and I even used that ugly ink blended panel to cut out my OMG. But that's another tip. Use oversized die cuts, oversized sentiments, oversized images, could be foliage, whatever. Oversized covers it up. The background is still there. Obviously it's not going anywhere. I'm going to say that a lot. It doesn't go anywhere, but we either cover it up or we make it work for us. And that cute little stamped image is on a white background, so it draws your eye into that. And then those extra words, oh my gosh, again, cover it up. So here my tip is to use frames. So again, background doesn't change a bit, but the frames break it up. So you're going to have the outside frame of the actual card base, and then you're going to have that outside frame of the panel, and then that inside frame of that white frame that's actually a frame, and then that smaller scallop frame, and it'll all make sense when it comes together. But the frames direct the viewer's eye. So you, as the constructor or the creator of the card, get to tell the viewer where you want them to look. So you see what I mean about the white frame of the card base, and then colored frame, white frame, and then the background. And then you have that cute stamped image again on a white background because it makes it pop. And then that purple frame, the scallop frame, says, look at me, look at me. And then you add your sentiment and it overlaps onto the image. So it's essentially pointing to the image. You're telling your viewer where you want them to look. So that background again doesn't go away. It's part of it, but it works for you. Now on this third card, I would say just use the ugliness as a die cut. Here I've cut it so that it actually becomes a frame. I'm incorporating pattern paper that coordinates with the colors that were in the ink blending. So there's a lot going on, but it works together because the frame has all of the colors, and so it works as a conduit, if you will, to tie everything together. So you can use your die cuts to cut out, or use your ugly panel to cut out shapes, to cut out oversized sentiments, like I said in the beginning. You can just cut out letters to create your own words, or foliage, or whatever it might be, even background dies. You can take a panel like this and use like a background die, like a cover plate, and cut out whatever image it is, and then again you just have the color that's going on, and then the overall background is just the background. So lots of different ways that you can make these work for you. So think before you throw them away. I know it's frustrating. We all get it. We all make things that don't quite work out the way we had in mind. But walk away from it, save it for another day, and see if you can't use it in one of these ways. Think about these tips. And this is Nancy for Whimsy Stamps. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today so we can talk about different ways that we can make those ugly backgrounds work for us and not against us. And as I said in the beginning, all the products that I've used today are listed downstairs in the description box, and they're linked directly to the Whimsy store. And I would invite you to join us over on Facebook on the Whimsy Stamps and Inspiration Facebook group, as well as on Pinterest and Instagram. And we also have an Instagram hop going on today. This is it's April 25th. So hop on over to Instagram, see what we've got going on over there. There's a giveaway as well. So guys, until next time, this is Nancy again, and I'm out.